everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Redskins coming in at 5-5, going up against the Bills, who come in at 6-4. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup. All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Washington Redskins. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be caught at the 30. A big gain there on the first play of the game. And even 50 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
After the interception, here's Lynch. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. On second down, here's Lynch. He's going to air one out. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You dropped an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
And Anderson's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And his kick is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. It's just going to be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
Throwing here, Lynch on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Throwing, Lynch. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of just for driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, and for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Here we go now.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So completion on second down, that brings up third. Back to bottle, the fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Redskins scoop it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 40. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with it.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll set up a throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They go play action here on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. It goes as a pickup of 23. And the Bills are going to have it first and goal. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Second and goal as the offense looks, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bills have retaken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Now Lynch throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and that'll bring up second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lynch. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now it's Lynch. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Give him 11 on the gain there, and it'll be 1st down, Redskins.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Let's go. 1, 9.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
All right, here we go.
This time Lynch will throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now it's Lynch. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd down now after the pass completion. Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Come on, let's go.
Now they try the right side here. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now this time he'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll give it to him right up the gut, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Redskins have once again taken the lead. It's up and good, and the lead moves to 15-10. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing.
They'll throw now on the final play. Trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out. Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter, let's get to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on first down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Going to give this time to the tailback. What a spin. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan. Been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking. And now you're establishing the running game.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. On second down, Lynch. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Here's Lynch. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, Get him out in the flat and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing here, Lynch on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot. Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Lynch now throwing on third. Jordan Reed has it. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. So this will be the 9th play on this drive. And again here, we'll see the Wildcat.
Here we go.
5 yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
This time, Lynch will throw. Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Paxton Lynch. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. A try here for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
8 yards to go here on second down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And he comes back with one complete. A gain of 8 and a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Redskins scoop it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Here we go now.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd down, Lynch. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
He'll look to throw, and he will find his man on the outside. Back now here on EA Sports. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
2nd down now after the incompletion.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, Detroit.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
You give them 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there, 22. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. And he puts it through. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Yet again, here's a wildcat look. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
This time, Lynch will throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. First down and goal to go from the 7th. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 2nd down, Lynch. He'll buy some time right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's got daylight. A great read, and it's picked off. The 30. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Throwing here, Lynch on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Play action. It's Lynch. Out to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And now it's second down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, that feel pretty good as a defense.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They run the counter now on first down. A strong running. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the right side, it's Kelsey. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A give to the tight end, Kelsey, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Controlling the passing lanes.
On the run, this is Presley. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure.
No. Check, Patriot.
One last shot for Lynch. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little.